everybody, it's Yummy Monday again. Today we are making an awesome Christmas recipe. Now a lot of you have already started your Christmas baking. I know because I've seen pictures of your fancy cookies on the internet. They look amazing, by the way. Now, one of my favorite things to eat is Andes candies. Now, some of you when you go to a restaurant and they give you those little foil wrapped mints at the end, that's the best part of the meal sometimes. Well, today we are using those little candies except in cookie form. They're going to be great. So here are the ingredients that we need. Of course we need some baking soda, brown sugar, vanilla, flour, baking powder, white sugar, 2 eggs, a half a cup of melted butter, and then the best part, our Andes candies. Now you can buy these candies in the grocery store in the chocolate chip aisle already cut up, or you can buy them in the little foil wrapped mints. That's what I did, and I just chopped them up myself. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take our half a cup of butter and pour it into our big bowl or mixer. Just dump it right on in there. And then our next ingredient is going to be 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So I get my 3/4 cup measure and put my brown sugar right in here. Doesn't want to come out of the bag. Whoa! I think I spoke too soon. Now it's all trying to come out at the same time. Put some of that back in there. Flatten it out. Okay, dump that in. Now we're going to do 1/2 cup of white sugar. Whoops, and I grabbed 1/3 cup, not 1/2 cup. Apparently I cannot read my own measuring cups. My 1/2 cup one's dirty, so I'm going to do 2 1/4s. That equals 1/2 cup. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to do 1 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda. And I'll have to tell you that the hardest part about cutting up all these Andes candies was not eating one as I unwrapped it. Every time I unwrapped one I thought, oh, maybe I'll just eat one. But I waited till the very end, and then I finally ate the last one I unwrapped. Because I knew if I did it any sooner I would probably end up with not enough Andes candies for the cookies. So there goes our baking soda. We're going to now add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This recipe is really easy because you just basically dump everything in 2 steps. Well, maybe 3. And then just mix it all up. And then the last thing we need is our eggs. So we go ahead and crack these. Pop them right on in there. Number 2. Now we're going to mix this up just until we can't see the eggs anymore, just until you can't see the yolks. So it should just be a couple minutes. It's looking good. We'll maybe do it a little faster. See it mixing up all together nicely. That's what we want. And I don't see any more eggs, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it. And this is a really great part. We're going to add our Andes candies. So I'm going to actually take this off because otherwise I think your hands are going to get all messy. We'll put that back on in a minute. So we go ahead and just scoop up our candies. Dump them in. Now this is a little bit different because in a lot of recipes you go ahead and add the flour before you add the chocolate chips, but this recipe is different in a couple ways. So we add our candies before our flour, but we're also going to then put this dough in the refrigerator for a little while before we actually make our cookie balls. And that's going to help it mix together and get a really great minty taste. Okay, so we'll put our mixing paddle back on. We're going to mix this just a very little bit. Just until they're blended in. Just like that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add our flour, and we're going to add 2 2/3 cup of flour. So here is 1 cup, in we go, 2 cups, and then our 2/3 cup. And then we're going to mix this until it's all blended together, which probably will take about 2 minutes. So I'm going to get this started. We'll be back in 2 minutes to see the yummy Andes Candy cookie batter. Okay, our cookie batter is finished. Boy, look at that, it's all clumped up. That is really what we want. So we're going to clean off our mixing paddle, and then we're going to take this whole bowl and put it in the fridge for about 45 minutes. And then we're going to come back and make our cookie balls, and we'll be ready then to put it in the oven. So, into the fridge this bowl goes. Set the timer for 45 minutes. See, I didn't have any trouble with this microwave at all. Okay, our cookies are finished chilling, so now we're ready to bake them. So our oven is preheated to 350, and we're going to take our trusty cookie scoop, and we're going to just take a little scoop out of here for each cookie. Now, I will tell you that the batter is going to be a little bit harder than maybe regular cookie batter, but that's what we want. So, if you don't have one of these scoops, you want to take about 1½ tablespoons per cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up making these delicious cookies. Whoops. And then we're going to bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll need to let them cool for 2 minutes before you eat them. Otherwise it'll burn your mouth and you won't be able to taste all the deliciousness. So I'm going to finish this up and put them in the oven, and the next time you see me, we'll have some delicious Andes Candy cookies ready for taste testing.
Bring your family and friends.
Aunt Liz TV!
She's a magician in the kitchen.
Aunt Liz TV!
Watch it on Mondays and Thursdays.
Aunt Liz TV!
Cooking yummy foods and tasty treats.
Aunt Liz TV!
Give up orders and taste the fun sleep. Aunt Liz TV. It's time to eat.